Okay, Congresswoman Susan Davis's assistant.
Hi, is Michael available, please? This is Mike. Hi, Mike. It's Patrick. I just wanted to check in. I called Bank of America.
June 13th, 2011, 11:42 a.m.
They still have the modification code on my loan. I don't know what to do. Can you call them and say, hey, he called you last week. They said they were going to take care of it Friday. I called them today. My new payment just went in, which basically means none of my payment got paid the way it was supposed to. They've changed my payments over the next 22 years. They're making up their own rules as they go. Can you if your payment went in, why do you say that it didn't go where it was supposed to? Because every time I call, they say you still have your modification code on your loan. And basically when the money gets there, they split it up any way they want. Can you just see what they're doing or how they're getting away with it? I mean, I've told them, I faxed the President of the United States a cancellation letter. I faxed everyone that letter. Bank of America acknowledges they have it in their system. All I need for them to do is just cut this off and stop because they're damaging everything. My credit, they said they're going to try and fix it, but I don't know if that's for sure. You know, I could call back and their next statement could be, we're not a conservatorship. I don't know. I just want to get this fixed. I've never been late on a payment in my life.
That wasn't their line. That was Mike's line. He's not a conservator.
I just would really love for it to go away. I got used to the idea that I'm going to be paying $3,500 in mortgage for the next 22 years because everything Bank of America promised was a lie. They don't communicate up front. They don't tell you it's an adjustable interest rate. They don't tell you the money you're saving up front gets tacked onto the end of your loan. They're basically handing people paperwork when they're in dire straits. It's not, it's just, we can undo this one or at least get it out of where they have it. They have the documentation. Yeah, I'll call and see them. I mean, I called them on Friday, though, and I told you what they told me, which was that you are in a trial, but that the original terms of your mortgage have not changed. But everything I get, all the paperwork, I think I sent you my last statement, the very last page. This is to inform you that you are in the process of a modification. And I hear that, but I just don't believe it yet. They're doing whatever they want. Wait, I'm sorry, the last fax you sent me, hold on, let me look at it. Did it have on the very last page, it says you are currently involved in a modification? I mean, you are currently participating in a Yield Affordable Modification trial plan. During this trial period, you may make your monthly payments of the trial payment amount, which is blah, 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 instead of the amount shown on this statement. Yes, but if I do that the way they want me to, they intentionally plan on damaging my credit. I've never doing it that way, so your credit's not being affected. I understand that, Michael, but they already damaged my credit, and you haven't followed up on that. Please, this is my credit, my history. I mean, I've worked my whole life to be in the 800s. Now I'm at 750. For some bank, because they're changing the rules as they go to ruin the rest of my life, it's not fair. I just need accountability from them, and there is no. I don't know. You haven't shown me how your credit's been affected, so I can't talk to them about it. I don't have any proof of that. Any reporting. They verbalize it. They say my credit's been damaged. They say they're going to try and fix it. But if the letters would have gone out when everyone said they would, we wouldn't be here, is my concern. Right. Well, keep in mind, you asked for the modification, and we tried to do that. Now we're trying to undo it. But I mean, as far as I understand...
So it's my fault that Bank of America operates the way they do.
Nothing has been reported because when you're in, trial modification, the terms of your mortgage haven't changed. I hear what you're saying. Now you're saying it's my fault for going into this loan modification. I have enough wherewithal and clarity to see that it's a junk loan. What about the millions of Americans? What about Jan Riley? They've already taken one of her houses, and they're doing the same thing to her. I'm working with her. Thank you. Thank you. Can you just ask Bank of America, why did you guys damage Patrick Leva's credit, and then see what kind of response you get? Okay, but I can't ask that question if I don't know that it's happened. So my word isn't good enough. I just need you to provide information to me so that I can actually address the issue. have you been doing this whole time? I mean, I'm telling you, they damaged my credit. You don't have enough clout to go in there and say, fix this? You guys messed up?
Not if I don't know that they did.
Oh, so my word's not good enough for you, Michael, is what you're telling me.
That's not what I'm saying. I
You
don't
are.
in your word about how they dealt with the trial, and that's why we got involved in the first place to get you the trial. So I think that your word is good enough. I'm just saying, in this specific instance, I don't know that your credit's been damaged. You haven't been able to tell me.
I find it insulting and rude that my word isn't good enough, Michael.
Okay.
They have not removed the coding. I've told them that over and over and over again.
Well, I will call them and find out, you know.
I hear that, but you said that 3 times since Friday, and you have not gotten back to me. So you do what you need to do.
And now it's Monday morning.
And I talked to you 3 times since then, because they don't change, they don't budge, they are on the right side of the law, and you are co-signing it.
I call them over the weekend and leave them little messages to keep him current.
And so I think the information I'm going to get is the same information that I gave you on Friday afternoon.
My credit is being damaged, Michael. Can I speak to your boss, please? Does she take phone calls?
No.
Why is that?
I do the housing casework start to finish.
But then your response to me the other day was, or today was, you signed up for this. And then Friday it was, we're not a conservator. You know what? You started this mess. You should really finish it, Michael. Just do the phone call. It's not that much time out of your day. You could be done in 10 minutes.
And I told you that I would. It's the
Okay,
phone call that I made on Friday when you asked me, though, so the information is probably not going to be any different.
But when I told you about it, you had no idea, and you never called them back Friday. So you just keep pushing it under your desk further and further, because my credit score is in the line, not yours. And when I told you my credit score was in the brinks here, you said we're not a conservatorship. You know what? You dropped the ball. Please fix it, Michael. Okay? You dropped the ball. And if you guys need to change the rules where you don't get this involved with people's stuff, great. But you did. You got my paperwork pulled out of a pile of trash, and now you have my credit damaged. So maybe you need to work on revising how you help people in the future, because the way you're helping people now is incompetent.
No.
I've had no problem with the way that I've helped people with their housing casework. I'll make the phone call for you. I'll give you the information.
And can you try and get accurate information this time? Because when I call you, you seem to not know anything of what I'm talking about. If you were truly involved in this and you gave to Hoots, if it was your credit, you would be on top of it. It would have been dealt with last month. But it's my credit. And then you tell me you're not a conservatorship? What kind of arrogance is that, Michael?
We can't take responsibility for your financial situation.
Well, you did, and you dropped the ball, and now you ruined my credit.
All right, well, I'm not going to argue with you about this, but I will make the call to the bank for you and give you the information.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. God bless
Have a
you.
good day.
You too.
Yeah. See where that went.